Hello, Eco Gaming, Eco Show fans. But I'm I'm releasing this video. I'm 2 months late in November, of course. So anyway, I forgot my intro somehow. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna be talking today about the latest climate news by, of course, your host Eco, and I'm sorry, Reviews and Learning, but not Reviews and Learning because he's not here today to speak or um make this presentation. Of course, I made this in September 2021, which is why it's 2 months late. You probably know by now. My videos are usually late. But no. Now I'm back on track with Eco Show. I'm going to stop focusing on TFGC, Eco, and Eco Gaming. And now I am focusing on Eco Show. My next video will be a not very big video, but a good video. So, the latest climate news by your host, Eco of Eco Show. September 2021, of course. What's happened recently? Well, dot, dot, dot. This year's climate has been bad. And I mean bad. We've had hot summers, lots of hurricanes, 4 major hurricanes by now, but this was in September, so we've had 4 major hurricanes by now. Okay? And our last hurricane, we didn't have much major hurricanes that you would see in the news or stuff like that. We only had a major hurricane in 2019. Of course, I'm going to list, this year's climate has been bad. You probably understood that by the way I'm speaking. We've had 3 major hurricanes: Hurricane Elsa, Hurricane Ida, and Nicholas. And since this is September 21, a brand new hurricane, I think it's called Sam. It was just forming in October. And, well, that's a really bad thing for our planet. Usually there are only 1 or 2 major hurricanes on Earth that happen every year. But this year there were major hurricanes I'm talking about. If you're thinking hurricanes, well, like last year there were not a lot of them, but a couple of them. But they weren't major, not causing too much problems. And so this year's major hurricanes, of course, are Elsa, Ida, Nicholas, and a brand new hurricane. So Earth hasn't had a hurricane, a major hurricane, since Hurricane Dorian in 2019. And this year's weather in North America has been really warm in the summer. Not the usual warm you would expect. This year, everything's unique. Summer's gonna be really hot. Winters are gonna be really cold. You got the basic idea, right? So anyway, this year's some people would say that that's good if you're an outdoorsy person, a camper or something. Then you would just say, "Wow, that's pretty good weather. Why are we complaining about this?" Well, it's bad for the earth, and I'll note this on the next slide. Just note that I'm gonna write something slightly, not slightly, but maybe different from what I usually write. But yeah, anyway, let's focus. So Hurricane Elsa hit the Atlantic coast, as you can see. It never went up to here, this land piece. This image is wrong. It shows it up until here. This little blue dot over here. Up until here, Greenland. So basically, it was the longest hurricane this year. It went up till here into Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, all the Atlantic coast of the U.S. and Canada. I forgot to write. Canada. Yeah. So Hurricane Ida, as you can see here, started from the Yucatan. This is the Yucatan, but it started right below here. I think I don't know what country's here, but just below the Yucatan Peninsula. And it went up. The more dots that are closer, that's more major. Up until here. And this isn't ending, it's just continuously moving. I think Hurricane Ida ended, but... And then, in the Yucatan Peninsula, not in the Yucatan Peninsula, but starting in the Yucatan Peninsula is Hurricane Nicholas, which went up and up like this, up until Mexico/Texas border. So around the United States border. You can see that. And there's a new hurricane in September. Hurricane Odette is said to hit the Atlantic coast again, but it's gonna hit up until here, Virginia, kind of. I want to say Virginia or Delaware, up until there. The cause, well, I guess it's simple if you think about it. The cause is pretty human. The pandemic. Yes, the pandemic, the COVID-19 thing. The pandemic was one of the things that lowered pollution levels in 2020 because people weren't going out that much, which meant fewer cars and fewer airplanes, making releasing carbon dioxide. But this year, many countries have opened their lockdown, which meant more people driving and more factories active, which meant more pollution, which meant climate change. And you can see the chain reaction. I think I said this in a previous video. One simple thing, and it caused such a huge outcome. You just start your car, or maybe you're idling, which is when you keep your car on when you're parked. So then you keep it on, and that one little bit of pollution, it can just cause one big climate change. Okay, and I think you if you're younger grades, let's just say grade 1, grade 2, uh, you don't know what CH4 means. Most of you probably don't know. So CH4 actually means methane. And you know what CO means, carbon monoxide. It's that when fire gives out the smoke. Yeah, but that's different. Carbon monoxide is different. It doesn't cause climate change. The two major ones are carbon dioxide and methane. Methane creates fires if ignited at like some 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I don't know the Celsius version of that, but if you want, you can find out and tell me in the comments below. So yeah, so technically you could say COVID-19 was good because it taught humans a lesson to not go out and pollute the earth, but bad at the same time because it destroyed the population. So I want to say not billion people, but around 100 million people died from the pandemic. So that's pretty much. So what can you do about it? Now this is the positive thing about it. Positive. This is always the thing I feature in my videos. What can you do about it? Okay, what can you do about it? Plant a tree. Yup, you read that title correctly. Plant a tree. Okay, now you might be wondering, how can I plant a tree? Well, just ignore the apple tree thing. I'm gonna say that later. But you can also just go to Costco or Walmart in the summertime, and they're gonna have little trees or saplings. Not this small size. They're gonna be like around three to 5 feet, three to 5.9 feet, around that. So that's like around 2 meters, 1 or 2 meters. So then, yeah, then you can get it from there, Walmart or Costco in the summer, or you can just plant an apple tree, which will actually save more money than actually buying something. Like I don't know how much apples cost these days. Now for best results, I recommend you getting an organic apple because I've tested it, and organic apples actually do better than non-organic apples because the organic apple, for one, grows at a normal rate and is much better and makes much more delicious apples. And the benefits of that is you're going to be getting fresh apples, and if you're one of those got people who like saving money, then it's going to be cheaper than buying a tree. Like, let's say you're a kid and your parents are like the people who want to save money. So then what happens is you ask your parents to buy a tree from Costco. They're probably gonna, like, I'm not saying they're probably gonna say no. They might. Okay, it's a very rare chance. I think 49% of parents would say no. That means 51% of parents do say yes. So I am of like in North America, of course. So if you're wondering, then yeah, they're probably, if your parents are the no type people, they're gonna say no. Then you can just simply, if you have potting soil. Okay, here are the steps to do the apple tree thing. So what you need is a little pot, and in that little pot you're gonna put some soil, potting soil, of course, and then you're gonna put the apple seed in and water it every day, okay? And make sure it's in sunshine, of course. And if once this sprout comes, like not like this, but slightly smaller, you might want to wait until it becomes a little bit taller, about uh 20, 10, no, not 10, 20 or 25, 20 or 30 centimeters, around that. I don't know how much that is in inches though. I think it might be. Yeah, that's how much inches is it. Yeah, so just make sure it's 20 to 30 centimeters tall, and then you can plant it in your garden, in your backyard or your front yard, and that's when you can just well, yeah, that's how you do it. And also, you can. Wow, it's been 10 minutes of me recording. I've spent 5 minutes on this page. Anyway, well, also you can also just walk to school. Yes, I've said in previous videos a lot. Now, most people are like, just walk. Don't actually get a car. It's a cheaper option, right? You have legs. Fun fact: humans, if we don't continue to walk, we could actually lose our pinky toe. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, yeah, so I usually say buy an electric car and use that. But this time I thought if your school is less than 1,000 or less than a kilometer away, why don't you walk? Exactly. If your school is less than a mile away or a kilometer or less than a kilometer away, then why don't you walk? You'll be saving the planet. Snap, just like that. Yeah, I'm snapping with my fingers, but you can't hear it. Yeah, you might be able to hear. Anyway, yes, so here's an image of someone holding the earth, nurturing it. This is what's called the nurturing hand. Like, you know how when you hold a baby, it's kind of like that, except instead of keeping a super wide gap, you keep it really close together. And that just protects the world. So this was going to be my profile picture for Eco Show, but I made it the actual earth instead. And here's a little tree sapling, however you pronounce it. And thank you for watching, viewers. Yes, the video seems so long, but this slideshow is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 slides long. That's shorter than my usual videos, but there is lots of information in here. So I hope you enjoyed the latest climate news. And around next week or so, I might be releasing the Google video. I don't think I released the Google video on my channel. If you could remind me if I did, please tell me in the comments below. So thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to Eco Show, TFGC Eco. If you want, you can subscribe to Eco Play, but it has been discontinued. I have gained 13 subscribers though, so it might be. Thank you for those who subscribe, but remember to also subscribe to Eco Show as well, and subscribe to TFGC Eco. Thank you, viewers. Bye. And this is your host, of course, my ending, my extra. This is your host, Eco, signing off. See ya.